verse, let us say. Your mind.
Look, Mr. Casey, I like very much for your focusing on each subject in the beginning, but you are now trying to change the subject. Please, if you want to finish one thing and then another, tell me.
We are in the same subject. You are the one who is trying to run away. What is the first verse was given to Muhammad? Do you have the courage to say? Is it a secret? Is it a shame? What was the first verse was given to Muhammad? Your mind.
Actually, we were talking about another thing. We were talking about what Quran says.
Yes, we are talking about what Quran says. And that's what Quran says. What is the first verse was given to Muhammad? Because we want to see if the Quran you have is corrupted or not. What was the first verse was given to Muhammad? Allah gave him a verse. First one. First one ever. What was it? Your mind.
Okay, you are changing the subject again because you don't have an answer. Mic with you.
You don't want to answer, right? I will help you. The first time Muhammad he received a verse from his God, it was read. Read. This is the first verse Allah gave to Muhammad. What is the first verse we have today in the Quran? If Allah gave it to you as read, as the first verse, who is the one he changed the Quran and he made the first verse at the end of the Quran? Your mind.
You are not able to answer what I asked you. I will not change the subject. Mic with you.
It's very clear corruption. Allah gave the Quran. As we see, the first verse in the Quran was read. What is the number of the first verse? Now, where we can find it? Can you tell the room? Are you ashamed now because the Quran, the Muslims play with it? Who is the one who changed the location of the verse? Give us his name, your mind.
See, you are running from answering the question about the Bibles. Take the mic. I am waiting for you till you tell me, let's finish what we begin.
Well, you know, we agreed with you from the beginning that Allah got big screw and his book is corrupted. You are trying to prove to me that the book of Allah is corrupted. We agree, guys, people in the room. Do you agree that the book of Allah is corrupted? Give him one, please, if you agree. All of us, we agree. The Bible of Allah is corrupted. Not be God. And not only that, let us show you even the Quran of Allah is corrupted. And this is why you don't dare even to answer. First chapter was given to Muhammad. First verse was read. Where we can find it now in the Quran? Give me the location, please, your mind.
Okay, I will change the subject for you because I see it's a problem for you to answer it. And everybody telling me that all Christians have one Bible. Okay, anyway, no problem. The answer is very easy. Okay, the Prophet of God, he is the one who told us the Holy Quran was sent during 23 years. Okay, and under the supervision of the Prophet of God. Okay, and the Holy Spirit, which is Archangel Gabriel. Okay, and under their supervision, he located each verse and how we read it, same like we have it today. And by the way, there is very important thing that we
show us that this has happened and the supervision of Muhammad. You know, when the Quran made a book, the Quran was not written yet in the time. Show us that it is Allah who told Muhammad to correct the mistake, because Allah needs.
Okay, but to answer all this, you will need to hear the history of the Quran. Please preservation. First of all, the Holy Quran are memorized, all of it, and this is so it's kept in the breasts of the men. Okay, we memorized it. For example, in the present time, we have 10 million officially who memorize all of the Quran. Something like, for example, as a written book, we don't have any problem. Even if you collect all Qurans from the whole world, we need all.
Liar. The Quran of Samarkand is not the same as the Quran of Egypt. And not only that, Allah He sent the Quran in 7 reading. But before we go there, isn't it true that the Muslim Shia, they have 2 chapters that exist of the in the Quran of the Sunni? Is that true or false? Your mind.
90% of the Muslims, we don't consider the Shia are Muslim.
You just said you have one Quran. Hello? The 500 million Muslims, they are not Muslims now. If I ask you now, how many Muslims in the world, why you count Shia with them? You see, guys, when you ask Muslims about the number, they count Shia. They say to you, we are 1.2 billion. Now the Shia are Hindus. So this means there is Quran, not the same as your Quran. And you know what? Forget about the Quran of the Shia. No problem. The Shia are not Muslims. Great. What about the Ahmadiyya? The Ahmadiyya Quran, is that the same as your Quran? Your mind?
Where did you bring 500 Shia? This number is wrong. Second, I wanted to explain.
How many there are? Can you tell me how many millions there are? How many million? Your mind?
About 9%.
9% of the Muslims? 9% of the Muslims. So how you consider them not Muslims when you are counting them as 9% of Muslims? They are 9% of the Muslims, but not Muslims. Amazing how small. You know what? 9%. Let us go to the calculator. If we go and we see 100 million, or 1 billion, sorry, 1 billion, this means there's, out of 1 billion, there's 100 million, and this is a lie, because Iran alone is 80 million. Iran alone is 80 million. So shame on you to be a liar. And the Gulf, you see the Gulf, the majority of it is Shia. Iraq is 75% Shia, man. There's no Sunni left. Soon they will be out of Iraq. Qatar is 70% Shia. Emirat is 70% Shia. Kuwait is 70% Shia. Oman, all of it is Shia. Tunis, all of it is Shia. What are you talking about? What 9%? From where you get this? Now listen. Allah, He sent down the Quran in 7 dialogue. Is that true? That Allah, He sent down the Quran in 7 dialogue? Your mind?
If you will dot me now, I will go. Okay, let me finish. First of all, you said.
Why, you are preparing yourself to run? Huh? Too much pressure? If you run, you are a coward. Allah sent the Quran in 7 dialogue. How many dialogue left? Your mind.
See, you jump from one subject to another subject. First of all, let's count Shia. Okay, I will show you that you are wrong. You said 80 million in Iran. Okay, let's forget that there is 26% Sunnah in Iran. The 80 million. Okay, all Gulf area, how many? 40 million, 120 million. Tunis, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million. How many Tunis? You said 5 500 million. You have a problem in calculation or what?
So where is the Muslims left then? Listen, the Shia don't exist in Pakistan. There's a lot of you know what? Let us go to Pakistan, the biggest Islamic country, and see Shia. Or we go to Pakistan. And we will see what is the percentage of Shia in Pakistan. And you know the majority for sure in Pakistan, they are Muslim Sunni, right? And then we can go and see in Yemen, we can go and see in Egypt, we can go and see in Syria,